Right. All right, hello, good afternoon, and we're back for another Dark Souls 3 video. This time, I'm going to do this one off stream. It might be a little bit easier to just go ahead, and we're going to do a little backtracking through some of the areas that we already took a look at. Do a couple small questline things, as I feel that we spend a lot of time in the undead settlement already. I really want to not really spend any much more time there on stream, as I want to move along to the next area for the stream coming later today. But I do want to cover a few of those things that we missed when we were running through the past areas. So we're going to go ahead and jump into this. Now, I believe last time we did, it was a very combat-oriented episode. We did a boss fight, a main boss fight, where you grabbed a couple important items. We went ahead and did a mini-boss. That was a skill check for moving to the next area. And we went a little bit into that next area that we had been mentioning, where we just fought an NPC invader and did a couple of easy item grabs. We're starting off back here in Firelink. We're going to take some time to do a couple of these questline-oriented things off-stream, so that we can do more of the major events coming up on stream later today. So we're just going to take a quick sit here. We have a few souls on hand. I believe as far as our level goes, we're level 20. So last time we wanted to get up to 20 for the boss fight, and we wanted to be at 20 going into the next area. I'm going to stay at that point. For this video, we're going to go into past areas. We don't really need to level up there. We're just going to replenish our inventory quickly.
Well met.
So there's really nothing major that we're very low on. We're just going to replenish our inventory a little bit here and there as needed. She has some embers that we could go ahead and buy. We've been picking up a lot of these wood arrows. We haven't checked to pick up any of these wood bolts, so we're gonna... Man, that is a lot. But... I really want to get rid of those quickly.
Ashen.
Let's see. What do we have in our inventory here? We can see here, we do now have one of these dark sigils. Last time... when we took our free level from Yol, this probably showed up in our inventory from doing that first step of the quest. As we go ahead to get more free levels from Yol, this will change here a little bit. We have the Braille Divine Tome of Kareem, which we picked up in the last episode. I don't really want to do too much with that right now, but here's the description. I believe there was a quest that we got from Leonard the Ringfinger. So if he's still here, he's not still here. So I believe that has moved along to the next part of his checklist. He was here last time. I'm going to go ahead and talk to Hawkwood. Finally remembered his name.
Gaining admission to the Legion. Eve by...
Same dialogue. So we're going to go ahead and I suppose we can do a little bit of backtracking here now. This was the area that we got to at the end of the last episode. I don't believe there is anything... Well, there are a few things that we could do in the Cemetery of Ash area and the Firelink Shrine area. However, I don't want to do that quite yet. I think I'm going to save that for another episode. The main thing is in the High Wall of Lothric area. I think specifically, Tower on the High Wall would be the better bonfire to go to for this, for the backtrack. It was part of Leonard the Ringfinger's quest, and then there were a few small items around the cliff, or I suppose on the way from Undead Settlement to Dilapidated Bridge, that we forgot to grab. We could really go from either spot to get those items. I'll probably go from Dilapidated Bridge just because that's what we've been doing. I don't really want to spend too much time here, as we spent a lot of time here already. So we're going to go ahead and move on to the Tower on the High Wall to go ahead and do the main part for this episode, which is going to be using a key item that we picked up in the last episode. So if you guys can remember, the Ringfinger gave us some cracked red eye orbs and reminded us on how to get a proper red eye orb. So generally that type of thing I would put down here on my start bar. I'd probably replace the binoculars or I'd move some things around. I'm going to go ahead and try to get that item, as I only have 5 of the cracked red eye orbs, and having a actual red eye orb that is not a consumable would be kind of nice. So we're going to go ahead and continue to use the same old strategy here. Now, I believe if we check these doors here... Yes. I'll go ahead and use the lift chamber key to open up that door. The interesting thing about the key items, when you use them, they stay in your inventory. It's not like a consumable item that's exhausted. So if you want to go back here, you can still read the dialogue, or the item description, rather. You can still see what they do. If you go ahead and read those items, they're still there for you. That gives us access to this lift. You can take it down. We do want to watch out for that. Alright, so with him down, we pick up the red eye orb. We go ahead and pick up the dark armor. And that about does that combat part of the quest line here. So he's pretty tough. You got to watch out for when he goes into that weapon art. You'll see. I believe it's called the stomp weapon art, and it gives him a little bit of poise for when you're attacking. When he sort of has his sword pointed up and he's in that kind of like lower crouch, that's when that is active for him. It blocks a little bit of what you're doing and allows him to get poised for that next hit. So if you try to trade with him, it's not always the best idea unless you know you've got some more poise. So with him out of the way, there's really only a quick item grab that we need to do in this area. We skipped the rapier last time, so we could either go from Vort up, or we could take where we are, Tower on the Wall, downward and use the shortcut that we've been using. I think the better thing to do will probably be... Well, there's also some items that I believe we missed in the bottom of that room that I've been avoiding. I think I can get to one of them on a roof with a jump. So I'm going to try going this way from where we already are. Whoopsies. Take our good old familiar route. Oops. Ooh, nice slide. I do slide. Uh-oh. Well, that is how you go ahead and farm those enemies. I didn't quite get to whacking him in time, so he transformed. We haven't seen that since Gundyr. Now. We're going to take a quick little look. What am I hearing? Ah, yes. So, we have an item there. We have an item there. And an item there. So, if we take that door, we can get there by going down this path. But having already taken out this little ambush over here, methinks it is be like a better way to go this way. Haha. Now we just have to play a little game of timing with our big boy over that way. F that armor. Oh. We're gonna go for it. The main thing I want here is that. Managed to grab the ember. Oh, he sees us, alright. Now we just gotta get that. And he didn't see us. Alright, so that wasn't too bad. We were able to grab those couple items that we needed. Pretty much checks off everything from the list that we wanted to do in Lothric. Have a couple souls that we could go ahead and spend. So we're just going to quickly do that before we quickly travel over to that next area and grab those couple items that we forgot. So we used a Homeward Bone. We're going to buy one of those. I'll buy 6 of these. Fire bombs are always great. And a couple Skittles. Alright.
Ashen 1.
From here, we can head over to Dilapidated Bridge and take a quick backtrack through the area. Only real threat will be that Evangelist enemy up on the bridge that sort of lagged out our PC character last time. So we're going to try to take that threat out first, deal with Hammer Guy, and those items will be easy to grab after that. The parkour is not with me today. first things first, we want to take out that evangelist enemy. Ah. Unfortunate. Too hasty. Too hasty. Quickly try that again. Oh, come on. Alright, fuck them all. I don't care. I just want my Titanite shard. Leave me alone. I think that's everything that we wanted from up there. So with that out of the way, we're going to really quickly head back really over to Firelink Shrine to wrap this one up. There's really nothing else. I suppose it was just that one Titanite shard that we missed last time. I thought for some reason there was an Ember over there, but maybe we grabbed more on the way than I initially had thought. So we can go ahead and wrap this one up here. And the next episode, we'll be starting off back at Firelink. We'll talk about a couple little questline things real quick. And we'll go back over to the next area to go ahead and do some progress really quickly. Right here, I can see Leonard is back. So actually, before we really do our wrap-up, we'll talk to him.
You found a proper red-eye. Brilliant. I knew you were no ordinary man.
Go ahead and we net the applause gesture from that.
Now invade and pillage all you like. And if you grow weary of your duty, you too may become a finger. Come on, give yourself to Rosaria of the Cathedral of the Deep. Now invade and if come on.
And with that, his dialogue is exhausted for now. We're going to go ahead and finish up our wrap-up here. That was a little bit getting carried away. But for now, we're going to wrap this episode up. We'll go ahead and jump back into the Road of Sacrifices on the next episode. Thank you guys who have watched, and I hope you have a great rest of your night.